Okay, now we're working. Okay, now it looks like the chat's enabled, which is dope. Okay. Yeah, I think the main thing is either looking for a short opportunity. Even that, I don't want to ride that too many points down because, I mean, like I was saying, this has been what we've been looking at. I mean, it's been from 126 down to 66. So, how much room is there left to go down? Don't know. But I do know that there's a bunch of room for it to go up, obviously. And this market has a great way of humbling people, too. So, if you think you got it all figured out, you'd be wrong there. I think most people are just trying to stay as liquid as possible right now in terms of buying opportunities. But I mean, I don't know. If we retest that low of 59, that's going to be, I think, pretty crazy. But we'll see. If we break the lows of the day, I might be looking for another scalp opportunity. But, or another. I haven't taken any trades today, but we will see. Yeah, man. Definitely don't overextend yourself in this market. And the best time about this market, or the best part about this market right now, is it's great for prop firms. I use HyroTrader. You can use the code Tons Trades to get a 10% off. But I use them; they're the best. Easy, quick payouts. Um, Live support's always there. The team's great. It's easy too. You can set up an account in like 10 minutes, maybe at the most. So if you haven't set one up for sure. It's better than losing your own money. Mm, yikes. Man, that is crazy. I'm just looking up some other charts here, looking at everything. It did look like a bit of a slugfest all around for everybody. We'll see. Jeez. Wow. S&P plus 0.06. Nothing crazy. I don't know. The real question is how low does MicroStrategy go? strategy, whatever they want to call it. I mean, it's down 3 months, down 46%, down 61%, 62% on the whole year, like a 1 year time frame. That's insane. From the top last year to today, it's down 72. Ooh. Yep. They're looking for Mr. Sailor. I don't know. I think we might be near bottom for the day. If it breaks the lows, maybe a little bit more, but I mean, this feels, man, it feels on trend for how much selling has been going on, but I feel like we're getting some good announcements. I might put in a limit order for a scalp here. Let's see. Maybe not. We're just gonna watch this thing for a little bit because there is obviously some support around these levels, but I'd rather wait for what looks like an entry than try to force anything. We'll see. So just a crazy, crazy market. But again, I mean, S&P was near all-time highs, but Bitcoin is already on its way down. Let's see. On I don't know. It could hit back into the 65.5 range. I mean, if that happens, I'm for sure going to look at a scalp opportunity, but I mean, it's just not looking too hot. I mean, this was Monday, Tuesday, or no, this was Monday, sorry. That's crazy. There is unfortunately room to go down though, so how much beats me? People were calling for 65 and 63 not too long ago. I mean, they were right. Cheers to them. Wish they weren't, but it's probably healthiest, honestly. If we're, I mean, we're probably going to bounce around and chop for, I don't know, probably at least another week or two. I think, yeah. I don't think it's going to be that volatile either. I feel like it's just going to be, instead of these $3,000-4,000 swings, it might only be a couple hundred points a day. We'll see. But yeah. I don't know. This could be a local bottom, but we'll see how this 5-minute candle works out. Because again, I think think IBIT's down 4% on the day, almost 3.7. Yeah, this last, I think, 4 minutes on this candle makes a big difference. I mean, I think this could get sold too if it's any sort of pop, but it looks like we hope. I don't know, hopefully, but I mean, for anybody that's trading, again, try to use a prop firm, especially in this market. Don't use your own money. See down here. I mean, that's scary range. Yeah, that's what I thought. This last couple minutes on this 5 minute are going to make a big difference, I think. Dang, those are just really hard crashes on the day. Just immediate sells. Also, anybody out there, I have not updated that little like bracket thing that everybody else has when they stream where it shows their social media stuff. But follow me on X, formerly Twitter, at ton sw underscore. Got anything from market sentiment, ranges, and obviously just some jokes and memes out there. So it's pretty fun. Um, Trying to see what everybody else is kind of thinking right now on X. It is a great place if you're looking for financial advice. Yeah, a lot of people played puts. Shorting New York Open. That's funny. All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in. I'm looking for a small scalp opportunity. I don't know. I mean, it is. It was free money yesterday to get shorts in up in the almost 70 range, but we'll see. I mean, I don't think that we have full like IBIT having a negative 4.5, 4% day. I think we're hopefully headed toward the bottom. If we break the lows, that's something, but I'm not going to rush into anything here. Not going to rush into anything. And obviously, manage your own risk if you are going to use a prop firm too. Like, you got to remember these markets are always here. They're not going to stop coming. So it can stay illogical a lot longer than you can stay liquid. Just got to remember that. You're not smarter than the market. You can react to it though. I mean, 66 is holding right there. But it's not really holding that strong. I mean, it's bouncing right off it. Let's see if this is a death candle right here. These guys. We'll see. Yeah, I think we might end up taking out the lows of the day. which would be scary because that might have just been like a support area. Who knows? Ooh, yep, yikes. Again, not forcing anything, but we'll see if it comes to taking out those lows. I don't want to take a short right here. Again, if anything, I would take a 100-point scalp on a long or something. And it sounds silly, but I'd rather wait for a little bit of a bottom than watch this. I mean, it's great at Bitcoin's great at liquidation hunting, especially with all these centralized exchanges doing all these trading as well. But it's you know, you can get humbled pretty quick. Let's see. Yikes. Yep. Man, again, it could be trying to just liquidation hunt everybody that went long off that 59. We'll see. It's looking pretty bouncy right now at 12 o'clock. Crazy. Hmm. So 66 is holding a little bit. It doesn't look like that strong, honestly. I'm thinking that we might find a low here, and then I might try and ride along for 100 points, maybe 200 points. We'll see. But I'd rather have a little bit more of a confirmation before doing anything like that. Could have been a bounce right there. That looks like they might sell that off. Yeah, I might try and place a limit, maybe right here, maybe right here. We'll see. But not going to make it a big trade, that's for sure. Let's go right here, maybe. And then we're going to need stretch that out a little. We're okay with losing close to 1,000. Hopefully, trying to make essentially a 1-for-1. Let's see what it's looking like. Yeah, I'm okay with placing that buy. Let's place that. All right, well, we got something placed. We'll see how it ends up working. It's an absolute chop fest on the day, and we're just looking for a quick scalp, but we'll see. So we're sitting right at around 66. Should I have bought that? Possibly. It's one of the few instances where I might have market bought that, but we'll see. I might lower that entry, honestly. Yeah, let's lower it a little bit. Right there. Obviously, if it doesn't come close, we're going to have to readjust, but isn't looking too hot for the Bitcoin. Dang. That was silly. Well, now it's gaining a little bit of momentum. We might have to adjust that entry. We'll see. Okay. Go to the 1 minute. Hmm. We'll see. I mean, if it breaks lows, I'm getting filled, but scary part is if we break those lows, where's that next little support, or if it's even going to catch a bounce. We'll see. Also, I might adjust that limit buy. Might have just missed that possible entry, or I don't know. Gotta have to wait and see. But looking at the rest of the market, Vesco, red, SPY, barely green somehow. And it was up like a lot more, I thought. It was up like 6/10. Wow. Unity Software down 30%. That's insane. VIX is negative a little bit. We'll see. All right. We might have to figure something out. Yeah, I think we might have to adjust that. We're just gonna sit here and wait. Or opposed to sitting here and waiting, I want to see what the first movement is on this next 15-minute candle. Because, I mean, if that shoots up, that might be fake pump. But if it kind of consolidates around here, around that 66 mark, dang, I should have definitely market bought right before. I was at 65.8 that I was looking at it, and I still placed a limit order underneath. Goodness. Okay. Pretty crazy movement there, but I might try and snipe something around, depending on where this ends, because I want to get an entry and maybe ride this next 15-minute candle up a little bit, maybe up to 66.4, 66.5, and then just close it out for a quick little 500 bucks, who knows. We're going to figure it out. There are some days where no trade is better than trading, forcing something. But obviously, that's a decision that you have to make yourself. But again, if you're gonna trade in a market this choppy or this volatile, use a prop firm. Use High Road Trader, in my opinion, they're the best. You get deposits directly or the payouts directly in crypto, easy, simple, and if you use the code Tons Trades, 10% off. So. Yeah, I don't know. I am maybe gonna place a limit right at around 66 and see if that fills. We're just gonna rip it a little bit. Whoops. Maybe right here. We're actually gonna change that to 4 Bitcoin. Make the stop loss right at the lows. We'll make a take profit, hopefully like right here. Honestly, I could see it going up here. Let's try it. Yeah, this is the movement I wanted, I think. Disgusting. Yeah, I think it consolidates around 66, hopefully, and then rides a little bit of a long up. I mean, that'd be nice. Yeah, let's try that out. We're gonna play it. And that was moving super slow, so what are we looking at? What are we looking at? All right, we're hoping for a fill. Right at around 66, hopefully. We'll see if that hits. Could I market buy here? Yeah, but not a big fan when it's this choppy. You can't really trust any pumps. The last couple times I've said that, like, could I market buy? No, or yes, but I not ripped. So I don't know. How about we 6,100? We'll still keep that stop pretty close. That's crazy. Exactly where I saw that thing moving to. Hmm. Well, it'd be nice to get a fill here. Kind of looks like everything's just fading back down, and I want to ride literally just that small kind of same pump. I mean, doesn't take a lot to make some money. Doesn't take a lot of movement. Did I just get missed opportunity? Answer might be yes. Did I miss that opportunity? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it looks like it's kind of consolidating a little bit around 66. I mean, I'd really like to get a fill and then hopefully ride it back up into 67 territory, which is not too much to ask, but I mean, we'll also check regular markets, see the percentages, because that's crazy. Okay, potential fill opportunity. I want to touch it. No. It hurts not to get filled sometimes, but hurts more to lose money chasing. Let's look around here. We'll raise it a little bit. Yeah. All right, so we're at 66,180 is the hopeful fill. Did I miss the opportunity? Possibly. No, I think we still got a shot here. We'll see. Hmm. Well, it is tough to miss a fill entry, but not rushing anything right now, obviously. I mean, that could rip. We raised it 40 whole points. Nobody freak out. We're looking for a quick scalp, hopefully. If it ever goes down again, any pullback would be cool. Sorry, guys, I'm going to go get some water. Okay. Nothing. It's kind of exactly where I wanted to ride that when I said I wanted to get that 15-minute candle in there. Interesting. You gotta get filled on something. This is crazy. Come on now. All right, maybe we reevaluate this a little bit. And that is a crazy 15-minute candle, though. I don't know if I want to move that at all. I might just wait on it. I don't know if I want to chase that. We'll see. Hmm. Yep, I missed that one. Let's see. We're just hoping for a quick little bounce here and there. Be even sillier if I just immediately get stopped out too. So yeah, I'm okay with keeping that there. I might lower this down here. Maybe raise that right about here. And give it a little bit more room to breathe. Fingers crossed that I just don't get blown up right here. Blown up meaning just like messed up on a trade, not actually blowing up an account. It's silly. Let's see. Also, we're going to take a look at the traditional markets here, see kind of what they're looking like. I mean, let's see. I mean, the Qs are ripping. Everything's kind of ripping a little bit. I mean, I really hope we get this fill down at 66.3. Make some money. Come on. I just need one red handle going down. Crazy movement, actually. Double bottom. I mean, easily possible for it to rip higher. But let's see how this next 5 minute candle was, because that's the next 15 as well, I think. Yep. Yes, I think it's 12:29. Ooh, it didn't go lower though. I don't know. Well, let's hope for a fill. Let's hope for something, some movement. Dang. Can't just keep going up forever. As I said. So that's like, yeah, the second or third time when I've been like, yeah, I could market buy that, and I would have market bought that like right at 66.8 or 65.8. Now it's at 66.6. Crazy market. Very crazy. Wow. Come on. All right, we're gonna be strict on this entry, hopefully. And just hope that we get a little bit more of a bullish drive into the later part of the afternoon. Make some money. Wow. Wow. Well, I might have missed that entry. We'll see. I definitely don't want to short this. I might raise this entry though, which is usually against the rules, but actually no, we're not. We're gonna see how the next 5 minute candle does, because just that many in a row, you're kind of due for a little bit of a pullback. How big that pullback is though, beats me. Could be also trapping people into longs right here at the top, but I don't know. It's kind of at a pretty good support level for the day, but again, this next 5 minute candle should tell us at least a little bit. Wow. Well, shout out to the bulls that bought that 66. Wow. That is shocking, to say the least. Just straight turboed off that double bottom. Wow. Well, we're hoping for a fill. Kind of readjust here in a little bit. I don't even know how long. Probably not that long. Doesn't feel that long. I'm mumbling. Let's see. We've only been going for an hour. It's not too bad. Wow. Man, not getting in that was costly. Let's see how this works out though. Crazy. Wow. Man. I mean, that is insanely bullish price action right there off the bottom. Wow. Sorry, I'm checking on everything else, just looking at the overall markets. I do think this fades a little bit. Hopefully into my entry. Fingers crossed. I mean, that's such a strong sell to start the day, but also, like, I don't know. This is definitely where it's important to get good entries because it's pretty choppy. Let's look. Okay. I think a healthy end to this 15-minute candle would be maybe it going even, maybe even a little red. And then hopefully we can get an entry and then it doesn't scrape lows of the day. That would be pretty ideal. Still a lot of time left in the day though, so this could again just be a massive, just trying to catch more people in longs. But man, micro strategy. The thing with micro strategy is like everybody's so obsessed with Sailor owning such a massive supply of it, but it's like the U.S. dollar's pretty concentrated at the top too of who owns it all. So surely it can't be worse than that, right? Uh, Hate me if you want. It's not a hot take actually. I don't think. But I feel like they are trying to make a fool out of him for sure. Like coordinated selling. I mean, it's what the stock market is essentially. But him bringing more viewership to Bitcoin is cool. A lot of people are getting payments and all that. I think that was the EU today. It's MoonPay and all that. They were reached a deal to where they can get like direct payment and stable coins from employers, which I think is pretty cool. Anything for the exposure, I guess. But yeah, I think we're okay on this entry right now. Fingers crossed, everybody. And after this 5-minute candle is the 15, which could line up with an entry, but it could shoot straight down, stop me out. I'm okay with losing 2,000. Again, the risk reward here is at least 2. So, but it's bouncy, and we'll see. Probably not gonna keep it to that full take profit, just because. I might just ride it for a quick $1,000, maybe $2,000. See how it starts moving. We'll see. I might lower this entry actually. So that's a aggressive 5-minute leading into the next 15-minute. But it could just rip straight from there. I'm either way too low or it's gonna it takes off like right at around these levels upward, or I could get filled. You know what? We're actually gonna kind of keep it where it was. And then look at everything again. Yeah, that could be a good entry. I'd hope. Okay. Let's hope for a fill and then a push back up to, I mean, breaking that high of the day would be insane, but kind of okay with anything at this point. All right, let's see. Hmm. Hmm. And we're gonna hope for this fill. That would be pretty cool. Come on. Fingers crossed. Dang. We want to grab this and at least hit 67 levels. Hmm. Crazy. I probably said crazy like 50 times this stream, but it is some pretty nuts price action. Did I miss the entry again? Am I just being a knucklehead? I mean, it's looking pretty explosive. Man. I would have thought we gotten a little bit more of a dip on that, but hmm. Tragic. All right. Gotta hope for something here. Come on. That's crazy. If I miss that entry again. Wow. Let's see. I mean, we almost hit 69 this morning, and we're at 66.7. It's 12:52. This is just kind of shocking. That is crazy that I had the opportunity to buy this like right at 66. Didn't take it. But again, market's here. Always going to be here. And for all I knew, it could have dropped another 300 points and closed me out. But wow. I mean, such a bearish morning. All right. You might adjust this limit if it just starts shooting straight down. Because we're also getting close to the end of this 15-minute candle, and this could just womp womp, which not cool. So we might adjust it depending on how quickly this falls or if it falls. I mean, it's got to fall a little bit. That's why my entry's that point. We'll see. That was just on the 5-minute close. It's been moving so tight, it looks like it's primed for either a big drop or a massive gap up. Let's see. It's the last 5-minute candle before the next 15 minutes. Could it straight slump? Yeah, we might change that a little bit. I don't know. Is there a guy on Bloomberg named Mac Miller? It's actually pretty funny. Silver up 4%. That's crazy. I mean, it had crazier days, obviously, but we're looking. We're looking. see. It's not really looking like much movement at all. Looks like it's kind of stagnant right there, but this is usually what happens, and then we get a massive either pump or massive movement down. We'll see, but I'm not sure I'm a fan of this market that much, honestly. I think we are going to move this limit down a little bit. And yes, I did complain about the entry the whole time, but I don't want to get immediately stopped out because of a crazy 5-minute handle. When this thing drops, it drops pretty hot. Hmm. Okay, this is about to be change on the 15-minute. And then we're hoping for a little bit more of a breakdown. I mean, it can have some big drops, but I think it's consolidating a little bit. We'll see. And then we'll see about this 15-minute candle. A lot of movement. I don't know. We'll see. I want to get filled really bad, so it's at least entertaining for everybody. Yeah, that's okay. We'll try to get filled like right here. Get something moving. Yeah, jobs not looking too good. Trading is not out of the equation. You guys can log on with me every day and we can go through some trades. All right. Need a little bit more of a drop here. Okay. Oh, come on. We're begging for a fill here, even if we go down. Okay. Come on, let's get a fill. Let's get a fill here. We're open for a fill. Come on, give us some motion. I think we're gonna get it. I hope so. Just need a small crunch down. Okay. 100 points away. Hmm. Dang. All right, come on. Let's get a fill here. Let's get a fill here. Okay, come on. Let's get a fill. Let's get a fill. Drop us down a little bit. Come on. Come on. Right there. Come on. It's gonna fill us. We just gotta hope it doesn't immediately stop us out too. Okay, we're in. We're in. And again, we're just hoping for slight bounce above 66.7, 66.6, hopefully. And then end the day, hopefully, about at least 1,000 or two in the profit. We'll see. Okay. All right. Let's hope for a little something here. We've got just about $500 of cushion on the downside, which is not a lot, but we're scalping here. We're scalping, hopefully trying to get anything. And let's try to not get closed out in like the first 2 minutes. Like, come on. Cool not to get stopped out this quick. Okay. Damn. Or, sorry, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Hmm. All right, let's hope for something here. A little pop. And I'm going to lower this just because I'm going to use the restroom. And fingers crossed we don't get stopped out. All right. Okay, we need some movement here on the upside, ideally. Come on. Give us something good. Oh no, come on. Crazy. Again, just make sure everybody manage your own risk. Easy to lose your hat in this, but again, if you use prop firm, you're in much better shape. You're using somebody else's money, not yours. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen like the whole like over $1 trillion liquidated from the crypto market and all that. That's all. A lot of that's people's real money, and it's they might miss this whole next leg up. And I hope I just spoke that into existence, meaning that this goes positive. But I mean, it's real out there. Make sure you manage your risk. And again, High Road Trader. Shout out the guys. It's easily the best. And if you use the code Tons Trades, get 10% off any of the account sizes that you buy. Pretty reasonably priced too. I mean, most of the other places are way more expensive, and most other places have a reputation of not really paying you out. Not the case here. High Road Trader's great. And of course, the link's in my bio of the channel. So, okay. Let's go positive here. Just hoping for a little bounce again. We're scalping here. Not a seriously large position in terms of what we can swing with. It's small stops, and I'll probably raise the stop loss. Like if it gets above like 66 400, 66 500, I'll lower it to like just a break even. Um, Maybe a little higher before I do that. I want to give this some room. Okay, let's get something here, some movement. So the 5 minute, that's okay. Okay, bounce off those levels. Okay. I want to give it some room for sure. It's not bad. Any day that you're positive is good. If you can just focus on making a dollar here, making a dollar there, you'll be pretty successful in this. Had I raised that stop, that would have probably just closed that out. We'll see if that was a mistake or not, but I think we rip a little higher here. Nothing crazy. Let's see if that keeps pumping a little bit. We're also 1 minute away from the 15. I might lower that or raise my stop. Don't know why I can't talk right now. Yeah, we're gonna raise that up to maybe, I'll raise that to like right. Some room. You gotta play around with it a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna raise that now to 360, hopefully 355. Guaranteed profit on the day. Let's see how much this rips. It's not a lot of profit, but it's better than losing money on a day like today. A lot of people are losing money. We could also manually close this as well. Nice. Very nice. Raise that stop again. Very nice. Up 1,300. Very nice, very nice. If we get stopped out, we still made some decent money on the day. What's that stop at? 66 for 540. Okay. And we're gonna adjust these probably a little bit more. Jump that right there. Maybe push this up. And we'll keep it around 1250. Again, some more room to breathe. That's a pretty nice candle right there. And we'll see if it doesn't just keep shooting up or if we get stopped out and make some quick money. Let's see. But that's a decent day on a chop fest like today. We'll see if that candle doesn't keep going. Bare minimum, we're up at least $1,200. Let's see. Pump, pump, pump. That's nice. And that's pretty nice. That 5 minute, pretty crazy. Wow. And then we'll probably raise that just a little bit more. 1,400 on the day guaranteed. Those are our levels. 666, 653 is where we get closed out. Again, in profit, but could have a moon mission. I think we're getting stopped out though, which is nice. Still, plus 1,400 on a chop day. It's cool with me. And will we raise that take profit? If it gets close, I'll raise the stop loss and then I'll raise the take profit. If it happens while I'm raising the stop loss, that's how I do it. But okay. And possibly getting stopped out, but it's good. It's a quality day. Or not. Hey, I'm kidding. It's definitely gonna get us stopped out. That's a good day. Oh, it didn't hit. There we go. Alright. That's a decent day. Alright. I'm gonna be on here tomorrow too, so be sure to tune in.